What's going on, guys? My name is Malcolm J, and this is actually my first video on here. Sorry if the audio's a little dodgy. I'm getting used to this new mic and figuring out how to edit stuff. But if you have any suggestions, leave them down below in the comments, and I hope you enjoy. Hi everybody, my name is Malcolm J, and today I want to talk about video games. Some of my best memories as a child came from playing Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64 with my younger brothers. We're 3 years apart, and there are 3 of us, so naturally my youngest brother was the worst. Of course, there were times where lines were crossed and consoles were turned off, but the bonds we formed from playing together have kept us together throughout the entirety of our lives. And honestly, through all of the worst times in my life, video games have always been there for me. Mass Effect was there when I needed inspiration. Halo was there to give me confidence. CSGO and League of Legends gave me a great understanding of how to deal with toxic people. I would argue that video games are a large part of the reason that I am who I am to this day. Without the moments I've had stuck in an old janky laboratory with 4 bullets and a bottle cap mine, I don't know if I would be the same. In fact, I'd like to tell a story about one of the most eye-opening games I've ever played. It was a cold December day in 2003, and I was picking my nose with one hand. But in the other hand, I was holding the future of the galaxy.
You deserve to be the true master of the Sith, not Malik. I can see this now. Together we can destroy your old apprentice. Join with me and reclaim your lost identity.
Psh! Yeah, I'm supposed to be the true master of the Sith. Help me smack around these losers I'm with, and then we can go rule, girl. This scene from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic blew me away. It forced me to evaluate myself and my character, because I knew what was good and I knew what was right. But it was so damn fun being evil. I mean, looking back at my 6-year-old self, I have no doubt that I was the Antichrist of the Star Wars universe. But ever since that fateful day, I have changed a lot. And with that change came a change in my choices as I played through the game on multiple other occasions. Now that's not to say I made a full swing to the light side, because I never did. But I was far more careful about my decisions as the years went on. The changes were subtle at first, like not shocking someone silly because they backtalked me. But through analysis of my experiences playing through the game multiple times, I began to realize that I was generally in the middle of the spectrum when it came to dark side and light side. This trend initially confused me because I'm a nerd and I like my characters to most closely resemble me and my values. And I thought my values would put me closer to the light side. But the more I thought about it, the more it made sense why I was consistently in the middle. You see, my nerdy brown teenage mind held the idea that good and evil were absolute, and that everybody knew exactly what was good and exactly what was evil. I finally came to the conclusion that this was not the case after I rewatched Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. It was terrible, but there was a lesson in there that I had been missing the entire time. Anakin thought that what he was doing was good. He thought he was doing what was best for the galaxy and Padme. In his mind, killing all the Padawans was a good thing. But the Jedi, they had a different definition of good. They believed that eradicating the Sith was a good thing. Both sides were committed to murdering the other. Both sides were committed to shaping the world in their image of good. But each side had very, very different views of what was good and what was evil. The realization of that concept was what led me to the conclusion that good and evil are relative. And that is just one of the many beautiful conclusions that video games have led me to. To be completely honest, video games are probably the reason that I am so open-minded. Different storylines and emotions conveyed through compelling characters opened my mind to various mindsets and points of view. From lessons about the fragility of humanity shown in The Last of Us, to lessons about how to conduct myself at the strip club in Grand Theft Auto. Video games have exposed me to countless ideas and strippers. But, nonetheless, that is why I believe everyone should play video games. There are so many lessons that we can learn through engaging with these characters and following their stories. And if the game allows us to create our own stories, we can learn a great deal about ourselves through the world that we create. Now, with all of this positivity, some of you might say, "Wow, this guy has never played a multiplayer game in his life." To which I would reply, you are absolutely about to get proven wrong. I think it's safe to say that the majority of my teenage years were spent doing three things: playing FPS games, such as Call of Duty, Halo, and Battlefield, going outside to play with friends, and trying to understand puberty. Now, I will preface what I'm about to say by stating that some of the absolute worst things I've ever been called have been thrown at me by people between the ages of 11 and 18 on Xbox Live. But some of the best friends that I have ever made have also come from moments spent away from my Xbox. Because I'll be damned if Xbox Live isn't the most brutal place on the internet, right next to every Counter-Strike match ever. Jokes aside though, I had never bonded with so many people from different countries and backgrounds as I had during my time playing games such as World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, and Battlefield. I've met people from England, France, the Netherlands, and various other places, and I've never even traveled out of the US. I've had the opportunity to learn a lot about different cultures and cities and the ways that they operate just through talking to people and making friends. I believe the media likes to portray multiplayer gamers as toxic, misogynistic, and bad, but I also believe that anyone who has ever spent more than an hour online playing something other than Counter-Strike or League of Legends won't buy that. Because as much as video games pull us apart through competition and toxicity, they also bring us together through a shared love of worlds, characters, and each other. In short, I love video games. I love the communities that have been built around video games, and I hope to create a community of people like me on this platform and teach some lessons along the way. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments and have an awesome day.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
We're all soldiers now.
Setting up the galosh. My ultimate is charging.
I could have used a little more time to get ready.
Hello.
Greetings. Very well.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Be sure to stretch before engaging in rigorous physical activity.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you.
Come over here! Hey, hey!
5,
Hey.
4, 3,
Greetings.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Barrier activated.
I will shield you. That's how you do it. My shield's up! My barrier can't take much more!
Barrier won't hold forever.
Teleporter online. I have opened the box.
Don't worry, my friends. I have your team.
This will protect you.
Hello. Need healing.
Double kill.
Get behind!
Check out this gun.
Greetings. Group up with me. Fall in here. Anyone need some healing? I've got you in my sights.
Double kill.
Only gets better with age.
Graviton surge is ready.
I understand.
My ultimate is ready.
My ultimate is Come here, get stabilized. I am your shield. I don't quit till the fight's done.
Fire in the hole!
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
I'm under fire.
I'm on fire! Destroyed! Greetings. I need healing! Need healing!
Enemy contact.
Shield generator online. Defense matrix established.
They're coming from
Graviton surge is ready.
Greetings. They are taking our point. Hello.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
You might want to keep your distance.
My ultimate is ready. Understood. My ultimate is ready. Very well.
Time to raise my APM.
I don't quit till the fight's done. I've got you in my sights. I'm not a young man anymore.
Greetings.
Justice reigns from above.
Hello. Group up. Group up here. Greetings. Hello. I need healing.
Not dead yet.
Instancing photon barrier.
60 seconds remaining.
Protect the shields, generator. They have revived. I am on fire.
I've got you in my sights. Resistance neutralized.
Thirty seconds remaining.
Hold fast! He will not reach out!
Cease your resistance.
What? Coming back.
10 seconds remaining.
Stay yourselves!